Hey guys, it's Sus Chavez here, coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, and I'm actually coming to you from Tucson, and I just wanted to share with you. We're actually doing a live broadcast, and actually Jose is with us via phone, and I just wanted to share with you. He wanted to share with you some stuff, some golden nuggets here. He's actually some place in Mexico, so we're gonna put him. We're gonna connect him via speakerphone. So I'm gonna be translating a little bit of what he's saying. If you guys can't hear him, it's gonna be a little bit muffled, but he's here with us. He couldn't make it due to the internet connection, but he called in and he wants to share a couple of things with you guys. So, Jose, are you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, great. Hi, guys. Well, yeah, my name is Jose Garcia. I'm right now in Mexico. Sorry about the internet connection. I wasn't able to jump on the actual hangout. But, we have to figure it out. We have to figure out a way to make it happen. So I thought I'd call you too so we could still talk, share some gold nuggets. Today what I wanted to share was about the self-image. Right? I was reading the book, You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. And, 10, 15 pages, he was talking about the self-image. About the importance of self-image. Can you guys hear me, stuff?
How's the? Yeah, I can hear. How's the audio? How can you hear the audio, Andres?
So.
Okay, so right now, hold on, Jose. So right now, Jose is talking about. He's reading a book with Bob Proctor. He's reading about 16 pages of the self-image, and that's one of the books that he's actually reading, and it's helping him. So continue talking, Jose.
I was reading about the self-image, and Bob Proctor made it he was trying to make a point of the fact that when your self-image is not bad, you can't grow past that. If you think that you could only make a certain amount of money, it doesn't matter how hard you work or how hard you try, it's never going to happen. You're never going to grow and take to $5,000 or $10,000 a month because you yourself, your image, you have it as a person who makes, let's say, $2,000 or $3,000 a month. So it's just I want to share that.
Okay, so what he's saying is, if you're working pretty hard and you want to generate $5,000 to $10,000 a month, you actually have to create a self-image that is relevant to that amount. Correct, Jose?
Yeah, that's correct. Because if we have the self-image, let's say if we believe deep in our hearts that we can only make, let's say, $3,000 a month, we're never going to get to our $5,000 or $10,000 a month mark because our image is not there.
Correct. So that's one of the biggest things that we have to do. That's one of the biggest key points. Our self-image. If we believe in ourselves deep down in our hearts that we are a $3,000 a month earner, we're going to generate $3,000 a month. But now, if we believe in our hearts and it's our self-image reflects that we are a $10,000 a month earner, we're going to reflect that and generate that amount of money. So that's one of the books that Jose is reading that he wanted to share with you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, he's not here on the Hangout via internet connection or video, but he's actually on the phone. I have him on speaker, and I'll be translating a little bit of what he's saying. So that's what he's talking about. What's the name of the book? You Were Born Rich?
Yeah, it's You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. That's an awesome book, man. I've been reading it for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm on chapter 3 or 4. Because I'm literally going back and rereading each chapter 2, maybe 3 times. And I'm really, liking it, because I'm really understanding it. And instead of just trying to finish a book, I'm actually trying to implement what I'm learning instead of just, hey, let me finish a book in a week.
Correct. And that's one of the biggest things that we got to do. And that's a really good point. I'm just going to point out what you're doing. He's actually reading a book, the You Were Born Rich, and he's on chapter 3, I believe, that he mentioned. And he goes back and reads chapter 1 and 2, just to really dissect what he's actually reading. That way he can actually understand and really know what he's actually reading and learning. So that's one of the biggest things that we can share with you guys. If you guys are reading a book, um, go ahead and dissect it. You know, just don't skim through it. Read it, understand it, feel the book. So you can continue, brother.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you hit that in the ball, man. Like I said, we have to really truly understand the book because you can tell them that I did the mistake. Okay, yeah, I did the mistake of reading like 4 or 5 books in the past, but I never applied anything. So I never learned anything. I mean, nothing ever stuck. And now like doing the strategy is it's really helping me. And then making sure that I'll go ahead and talk about the self-image a little bit more.
Correct. So what you're doing is reading the book, dissecting it, and applying it now. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people, including myself, when I was reading it, I mean, when I started reading, I started doing reading, just skimming through the book and seeing what I liked about it. But that's the biggest thing that we got to do. We got to read the book and apply what we're saying, what we're reading. That way we start working on ourselves. So that's one of the biggest things that that we can share with you guys right now.
Yeah, and now going back into like the self-image, and I was talking about the self-image. The way to change that is to slowly start seeing yourself as, let's say, a 10,000 a month earner. You have to see yourself as the type of person you want to be. That's kind of what Bob Proctor was sharing with us on how to change the self-image. Because again, if we keep thinking, oh, I'm not going to make that much money, or I can, it's never going to happen.
Correct.
If we start actually like seeing ourselves as, let's say, a $10,000 a month earner and start acting like it, even if it's in your mind, even if you have to feel it from the inside, then slowly it's going to start to happen.
Correct. So if what he just said, you got to feel it that you're a 10,000 a month earner, 50,000 a month earner, and believe it, feel it to your gut, to your core. That way you guys can start generating. I mean, one of the biggest things is you got to believe in yourself, and then everything's going to start falling into place. So that's one of the things that I got to say about that. I got to, give them that and agree with Jose, what he's saying. We got to believe in ourselves, believe that we are able and capable of generating a larger amount of income than we're used to. That way we can start seeing the fruits of what we're like they say, you sow what you reap. So if you're sowing this, you're gonna reap it eventually. So that's one of the biggest key points. So what else do you have, brother?
Yeah, the last thing I wanted to kind of touch upon is that Bob Proctor said that you should go ahead and write like a statement, like a statement of the type of person you want to be, physically, financially, emotionally, like what type of person do you really, really want to be? Write that down like a statement, let's say like 2, 3, maybe 4 paragraphs, and read that a couple of times a day. And as you read, really feel what it would be like. Let's say, I'm a grateful person. I'm a loving person. Kind of figure out a way to write like I said, like an article about yourself, or like a statement, and then read that over and over and over again. And slowly you're going to start to reprogram the self-image that you need to change in order to become successful and reach the goal that you truly want to get.
Okay. So what Jose, just to recap of what he's saying, write a statement of what you want to be and read it a couple of times a day. So if you want to become a loving person, you want to become a successful entrepreneur, if you want to become a change to society, to your community, write it and read it a couple of times a day. That way you can start manifesting that. Okay. So like, for example, you can say it in the morning when you wake up, in the afternoon, and at the evening or before you go to bed. That way your subconscious mind picks it up and you start seeing and manifesting what you wrote down.
That's perfect, brother. And I think that's it. I'll just say, everybody, thank you, and I hope that they gained some value from what I shared. And we'll go ahead and pass it on to you, Mr. Andres, and we can go from there.
Okay, I appreciate your time, brother. So now it's time for Andres. Andres, go ahead and share your content, brother. Say
Well,
share your experience.
definitely, Jesus. I really like what Jose was talking about, and to add a little to that, you gotta be not only believe it, but you gotta be very confident in what you believe. You gotta just sit down in the morning and just ask yourself all these questions: that what I want to be, where are we gonna go? You know, it's very important to ask the questions because and take the time to do it. Like take 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours, as long as you need to understand yourself and where you want to go, because it's very tough if you don't know where you want to go. So for the first step, first imagine, sit down, stay off the clutter, all the Facebook, all the Twitter, just take a time off, without anything, anybody bothering you, and just start feeling it. Just say, okay, where I want to go, what I want to do, what are my passions, what are my talents, how can I exploit this, how can I make money from this, how can I become free. It's not that easy, but it will come to you, and when it does, you want to start feeling better. And as Jose was saying, start reading it every day. Just visualize it, feel it. You got to give the emotion to that sentence you wrote or that paragraph you wrote, because if you just read it out like blah 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 blah, it's not gonna work. You gotta feel it. You gotta become that. You gotta engage yourself into the feeling that person you want to become. And you got to be congruent and confident, and you got to keep going at it and keep taking action, constant action. Reread it, reread it, reread it. And these books that we're showing you to you guys, like the Bob Proctor one, and I'm reading another one that I'll show you later on. It's very important for you to reread them, because sometimes the information is so powerful that you just understand it like por encimita, like on the top, only on the top, and you just say like, wow, did I just read that right? Awesome. And you just continue reading more awesome information, and you just simply forget. So you're gonna reread it and then focus, take that and take notes, write it down. All right, I like this about this book, and take notes and reread them and feel them, and until you really understand them and you really start becoming a habit of doing them, and those things they teach you in these positive books that we read, because that's the only way. You got to train your mind. The mind is very powerful, and if you get distracted by all the negativity and all the stuff that we have to do all day long, then it's gonna be harder for you to break free and to achieve $3,000 a month or $10,000 a month. You know. So the book I'm reading, it's called The Charge. This one, it's called Activating the 10 Human Drives That Make You Feel Alive by Brendan Burchard. Sorry, Brendan. But yeah, that's an awesome book, man. One of the best books I've read so far. And it's like Jose, I've been taking notes and just underlining, highlighting it, and going back to it. Let's just keep reading it, because it's so amazing, and it's a little deep. Like you gotta work with yourself first before you can work with others and work towards you want to go. So first, like the plant, that when you plant a seed, it first grows into the ground. It builds roots. You got to build your own roots. And once your roots are really strong, then you start building like a rocket up to the top, to the ceiling, to the sky, like my background that right there. And it's very important. If you were to able to achieve your dreams, what would they be? What would you like to do in your life? How much money would you like to make, and what does this money will bring you? Will you use it to just go party and go traveling, or will you help your family, or will you do both? You can do both. Why not? Or help another people to just become wealthy as you are. It's very important to work with your body and your mind, because this is the one key that will take you to freedom. But if you don't do that first, everything is going to collapse, because you're not creating the roots that you need to achieve your goals and your dreams. And this took me a little while to understand. I had to reread and do action to really understand all this, And but now that I am more consciously aware of what I want to do and where I'm going to go, so I keep notes, and I take notes every day and just write down what I want to be, and I read it out loud, and I feel it, and as I walk the dog, I just keep repeating it in my mind and out loud, you know, because the vibration of the voice also improves, and uh, it gives more power to the thoughts of your mind. So yeah, that's my take on that. Read, feel, and apply, and take action, constant action, and just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Don't look back, man. Just keep doing it until you make it, because you will make it. You have the power. You are so powerful that you don't even know yet. So take back to you, Jesus.
That's really good. I mean, excuse me. We actually had lost Jose, so he called back in. Now he's still live with us. But one of the things I wanted to share myself. I mean, I read one of the. There's no. How can I put it? You can't limit yourself. Like myself, I'm always on the road. I'm always driving around. I mean, moving. Okay. I got my busy schedules. I do. You know. I help a lot here around the community. So one of the things that I don't want to be carrying my books around, but I download them. Okay. This is something I have with me all the time. So that's actually Jose right there on the line. But one of the things I wanted to share with you guys, I got this book here. Let me see. Let me see if you guys can see it.
Awesome book.
Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I've read it once. I'm reading it again. Okay. One of the one of the points that I want to give you guys. Let me see if I can find it. If you guys go to, actually, no, I'm not on this one, but PDF reader, and there's a actual highlighter that you guys can download on the App Store. I don't know about the Apple phone. There's an actual highlighter that you can download, and you can highlight on your phone what you are reading. Okay, key points that you are that you are actually liking in the book, or something that you want to go back and read again, something that resonates with you. You want to be doing that, you know. And 1 second here. That's one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys. That if you guys start, you know, limiting yourself and say, well, I don't have the time, I don't have the means. I mean, right nowadays, pretty much, I want to say 80%, 90% of the people have a smartphone. They have an Android or an Apple phone. So if you're getting the best of the technology, why not take the extra step and get the best of the knowledge? Okay, we are here to share the knowledge. We are here to speak our vision. We are here to speak our mindsets and goals that we have, you know. So that's one of the biggest things that I want to share with you guys. One of my goals is, like I've been mentioning, I want to help people in Mexico, people around the world make a difference. But if I don't make a difference within myself, how do I expect to make a change? How do I expect to reach my goals, reach my true potential, reach my true calling? Because I know that's my calling. I'm here because I want to make a difference. I'm here for a higher purpose, not just to be an employee. And this is not being discriminative against employees or saying being an entrepreneur is the best. Yes, being an entrepreneur is the best, but there's challenges when you're an entrepreneur. There's challenges when you have business. I've had multiple business myself. I had a tile and painting business. I had a security business that, I mean, I can up and open them again. But the thing is, I don't want to, because I saw the potential in myself. I saw the potential in helping people by actually doing what I do now. I'd rather be doing this than working. You know, when I was working in my own construction company, I was working from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. Yes, I didn't have the time, you know, I was making good money. I didn't have the time to go and spend, you know, time with my wife. Now I'm grateful. I spend time with my wife, and I get paid. I'm able to generate income by growing myself, becoming a better person for my family, for my wife, for my community. I think that's more rewarding than actually going and working from 6 to 11. Yes, I love my jobs. I love the type of business that I had. I love the jobs that I had aligned with the construction companies. I loved them. They were spectacular. The type of businesses that I was doing, they were great. But the feeling I have now, being able to connect with people and help you, I think it's much greater. I mean, there's actually no price I can put on that, because I know that for one person I help, one single person I help, that a day, I mean, that's great for me, because I know I'm making a change, and it's going to be like a little ripple effect. But the ripple effect is going to start with me, by growing myself, by growing my knowledge. We weren't born with all this knowledge, but we were left with books that we can read. We were left with knowledge that is on shelves that we just sometimes leave them there, and they just collect dust. So I don't think it's fair for people that actually left that knowledge for us and not take advantage of that knowledge. If you're not taking advantage of this knowledge, I mean, what are you doing? If you want to stay in a corporate world and be working 9 to 5, sometimes working late nights, I mean, you think it's fair for you, for your family? No. Now, when I was working security and I had my own companies, also, it goes back to the same thing. If you want things done right, you got to do them yourself. I was working late nights, I was working on weekends, and I wasn't seeing my family. I wasn't seeing my wife. And I was actually working during the holidays. I mean, here comes New Year's and here comes Christmas, and I was working. Okay, my wife actually took dinner for me. Actually it was breakfast, because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, New Year's Eve, and she said, "Hey, you know what? Here's your breakfast, babe. I think you're getting a little bit hungry." I'm like, "Well, yeah, and I was working." You think it's fair spending time like that with your family? You think it's fair spending time like that with the significant other, the person you chose to be with? You think it's fair? No, I personally don't. That's why I decided, and you can decide to do the same thing. You can join us now, and we're gonna help you. We're gonna guide you. Yes, you're gonna be like, "Well, reading books is not gonna make me rich." Well, if that's the mentality that you're gonna come into this business, or is that the mentality you're going to come into any business whatsoever, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're not going to make a difference. You're not going to make a change. Okay, so that's one of the biggest key points. You got to be willing to change yourself, willing to change what's in you, what's in your brain. A lot of the things that we talk about is brainwashing. Yes, it's brainwashing, because a lot of the crap that we have in our heads is not serving us. It's not serving us one bit. So if we're stuck wherever we at, it's because of the mindset we have. It's because of the type of knowledge, it's the type of information that we are processing in our heads, and we are not willing to change it. I mean, if I'm willing to change it, I'm sure a lot of you can change it. If I change myself, I was so stubborn, because I saw the money I was making in my businesses, and I'm all like, "Hey, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to make a change," because I was afraid of it. I'll tell you that. I was afraid of the change. But now that I'm changed, I love it. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's the best thing that ever happened. And that's why I could recommend it. Okay, I wouldn't be recommending something that I'm not doing myself. I wouldn't be recommending something that I know is not going to benefit you. So if you're going to start in a business, whatever it is, I can even tell you, I can apply it. Like I said, if I wanted to open back my businesses, my security and my construction business, if I wanted to open them back up, I can apply it to that. But I rather have my time freedom. That was my goal. That was my goal. And since the beginning of the year, I've been with my wife. Okay, she actually still works, because she loves what she does, and I'm not going to take that away from her. But I wanted to have my time freedom. I didn't like working for people. I didn't like working for somebody else. I'd rather be helping and serving people than actually having somebody and breathing down my neck and telling me what to do. I think that's my calling, and that's what I'm doing. I thank God that this company came across me, my computer, because it's like they say, across my desk, right? But it was across my computer, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Not just in the business side, but in my personal life. I mean, my wife and I spend more time together. Actually, right now we spend time together. We wake up pretty much at whatever time we want. I'm grateful for that. Normally, I would be waking up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock to drive to work when I was working for somebody else or for my business. Now I wake up at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's beautiful. It's beautiful being able to wake up at that time because I actually get my full rest. Yes, sometimes I go to sleep late, but because I'm working on my business and I'm working on myself, and it's a better feeling. It's a greater feeling when you know that you're doing something for you. So what do you have to do? What do I recommend you? And I mean, you can take it or leave it. I recommend you start getting books. I mean, like I've been showing you guys yesterday, the 5 levels of leadership, master the money, master the game, Think and Grow Rich, Psycho-Cybernetics are really good. The 50th Law. I mean, I'm reading books that I never thought I would read, but there's also a lot of key nuggets on there that are helping me think and get out of my corporate mental. And it's just making me focus on my own business. So why not get paid for growing? Why not get paid for helping others and inspiring others? So like I said, I don't know what your vision is. I don't know what your goal is. It could be making an extra $100 a month. It could be making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month. My goal is, for the beginning people, is actually getting them to reach their actual income that they're generating in their business or in their work right now, and start helping them, getting them free. 10 people, 10 families, 10 people a month that I can help. That's great for me because I'm going to mentor you, and coach you and teach you everything that I know. I mean, what else can we give you guys? I mean, we have the products, we have the training, we have everything to guide you in the right directions to succeed. Now, if you want to join us, you know where you can join us. If you're on my page, there's links all over the page. There's products that you can join. Or hit me up on Facebook. Hit one of us on Facebook. Jose is on Facebook. Andres on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. And we're here to show you guys. I mean, we're not hiding anything from you guys. We're an open book. Speaking of books, right? We're an open book. So come and join us. Lock arms with us. We want to help you accomplish your vision. But first of all, we got to start with the first step. Taking actions for yourself, for your goals, for your visions, for your dreams. Because we all have dreams. Just remember, one of the things that I've been learning, one of the things that I heard from a industry leader is when we are young, when they ask us, what do you want to be? I remember when I said, I want to be a police officer. I got to a corrections officer, okay? But then I decided to open my businesses. But when you're young, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a police officer, you want to help the community in one way, shape, or form. I don't think, I can say about 80% of the people right now, I don't think that they wanted to be where they're at right now. I don't think that everybody wanted to be a secretary or a bus driver or a mailman or something along the line. They're great. They're great jobs. Don't get me wrong. It's a job. It pays your bills. But I don't think that's what you really wanted to be. What I'm trying to say here, let's just think as a kid now and open that channel and say, hey, what do I really want to be? If you want to be a millionaire, believe it, feel it in yourself. We can help you. We can guide you. Like I said, it's all about reading the books. It's all about looking at our products that we have. It's all about actually going through the products that we have, and it's going to open your mind. It's going to open your your knowledge, and you're gonna be like, wow, I didn't even know this existed. But if you want to be a $5,000 a month earner, so be it. That may be something that is going to be double than what you're actually making right now. But that's something that's going to help you be with your family, be with your loved ones, spend time doing what you really want. If you want to travel, hey, the 4-hour work week, it tells you how much actually you need. You don't need millions to travel all over the world. With this business, I'm grateful to having this type of business. Why? Because I traveled to California, Miami, Las Vegas, Texas, places that I didn't even know that I was ever going to be there. You can join us, and we're going to help you reach your goals. What do you have to say about that, Jose? Oh, what was that?
It's powerful, man. Everything you shared was just amazing. We could feel the passion. We could feel everything that you're talking about. We could feel, like you said, we're an open book. We're not reacting anybody. We're not hiding anything, which is great. And I don't know, man, just thank you. Honestly, that's what I could say. Thanks for everything you shared, dude. It's great.
So actually, I don't know if you guys heard him, but he's thanking me. He's actually liking what I said. I don't want to sound cocky or arrogant right now, but I mean, as we are here, we learn from each other. Okay, I'm not no better than nobody. I'm no better than Andres. I'm no better than Jose. I'm no better than nobody here. But I started this journey a long time ago, and I know that I learn from Jose. I learn from Andres on a daily basis, as well as they learn from me. Okay, and they can feel the passion. They can feel the passion that I have for helping people, because that's what we need to do. Sometimes we just it only takes a little bit of belief in ourselves. That way we can start moving mountains. Like they say, a grain of mustard can move mountains. A grain of belief can move anything, not just mountains. I mean, if you can move a community, hey, come on, you can do it. We believe in you. We believe in you. It's all up to you. You need to take actions for yourself. You need to take actions for your family. Okay, so that's what I gotta say. Anything else that you gotta say, Andres?
Definitely. I love what you're saying, brother. But I also wanted to add fear. Like, people are afraid of change. They are really afraid of change, but they don't realize fear means false evidence appearing real. So they gotta go after it. They gotta have the balls to just stare fear in the eye and say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I don't care that my whole body is shivering right now because I don't know the outcome exactly of what it will be. But make the change about the gains, not the losses. Don't focus on the negative stuff that could happen. Focus on the positive stuff that will happen when you take that energy and put it to good use, to put it in your best
In the best interest.
in your best interest. Yeah, become the best version of yourself. You gotta, once you become that best version of yourself, there's no stopping you, because then you're gonna see fear as just an opportunity to just grow or to create something more beautiful. And you're not gonna get stuck. You're gonna get paralyzed. Fear will not paralyze you. And change is fearful because you don't know what's gonna happen. What if this? What if that? Oh my God. Really? If I have to invest my time, I have to invest money, do I have to work with myself? What is this guy talking about? It could be really fearful for some people, but you gotta just take that and just go at it. Be bold, be courageous, and just do it. Be curious, explore, give yourself the opportunity to be a scientist and experiment with yourself, with your growth. It may not happen like in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days or hell in 1 year, but if you give it the enough energy, if you give it enough potential, enough boldness, enough courage, enough constancy, and you keep taking that action, it will happen. It will happen because your mind is already focused and you know where you want to go. So don't let fear interrupt your awesome dreams, man, because we are very powerful inside and we have the potential to become greater human beings. And sharing is the most wonderful experience and feeling to feel when you help another person. Like when you see somebody thriving because maybe you said something and you inspired that person to thrive, man, that feeling is unbelievable. It's like, wow. And inspires you also to help more people and gives you more energy. So it's a win-win situation. It's not a bad business. It's a good business. It's an awesome business. So I really encourage you guys to go at it and remember that fear is false evidence appearing real. Write that down and read it every day. And you know, take fear and look it in the eye and say, you know what, I'm not gonna let you destroy me and paralyze me. I'm going to use you in my favor and create my opportunities and go after them and take as much action as I need to, because that's the only way you're going to grow and you're going to help other people and you're going to become free. That's it, brother.
Very well said, brother. Very well said. I mean, like we're all mentioning here, okay? We gotta understand that if we want to reach a goal, it all starts with us. It all starts with the mindset, okay? So let's just say, I'm just going to give you a quick, simple example. If you in the morning wake up and say, my car won't start, okay? And you start believing that, you're not even going to even try to go start your car. Okay? A lot of people are like that. But if you say, oh, I'm going to go start my car because I need to heat it up because I'm going to go to work, you start doing everything like that, you know? You start working towards that goal that you have about starting your vehicle. That way you can go to work. It's simple analogy, but if you start doing and using that same analogy and say, I'm gonna reach a goal, you're gonna find a way to reach that goal. So whatever you're looking for, you're gonna reach that goal. You're gonna reach that vision that you have, but it starts with you. So now, if you're not going to take actions towards your goals, towards your visions, that's nobody's fault but you. We can be here preaching you an opportunity that is going to help you, and this opportunity is going to help you in any business. Let's just say you've been struggling for years to sell one thing, one product of your business. If you're in the MLM world, if you're in any niche. Okay, if you've been struggling, we can help you. We can help you. We are here because we've been there. Believe me, I've been in this industry ever since I was young. There's people in my family that own businesses that have, you know, in the MLM, and I've been around this industry my whole life. But I actually started about 5 years ago. You know, testing the waters and see what it was. I started with Amway. I won't hide it. I mean, that's who I started with. I struggled for years. Then I jumped to Herbalife, and I struggled for years. And then I jumped to another one, and I struggled for another year or so. But what happened? At the end of the day, I realized I see people that are selling the products that I'm selling. Why am I not selling them? What would it be? Would it be the products or would it be me? Well, it was me. It wasn't the products because there was other leaders. There was people that were making thousands of dollars selling the same exact product that I had. But what happened? I wasn't growing myself. I wasn't believing in myself. I wasn't doing what I needed to do in order to generate those sales because I was stubborn. I'll put it that way. So now what happens? I get into this particular company and I see what I am capable of. I see that I can sell any product that is put on the table. I see everything that I can accomplish in my life. So it opened my mind. It opened the doors to what I can do. So don't think that if you're not selling any products, if you're not selling any of your goods and services, it's because they're not good, or is it because people don't want them, or is it because they're outdated and that company doesn't even work anymore? Well, let me tell you this. It works It's working for thousands of other people around the world. I don't even know what company you're in, but it starts with you. If you want to sell a product, you got to believe in yourself. You got to know the right strategies to present a product to the people that you're going to be selling it to. It's not, hey, buy my book. There you go. No, you got to know, hey, you know what? I know that you like reading. I know that you got to study people. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to study people and study what they really want. If you know what they want, you're going to be able to sell it to them. You're not going to go sell meat to a vegan person, are you? Because you're going to waste your time and you're going to waste their time. So for me, that's all I have. Start with us, join us, lock arms, and we can teach you strategies. If you want to learn strategies to do some paid advertisement for your business, if you want to learn strategies to blog about your business, how to share them, how to get, I get about, I can tell you, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 backlinks to each of my blogs, probably a little bit more with different strategies that I use. And we'll be talking more about that in different hangouts, okay? This is just stuff that we are teaching, that we're passionate about, that I'm passionate about. I can feel it in my core right now that I'm about to explode because I'm so happy that the means that we have, to share a business with you. You can connect with me on Facebook, JesusChavez.com. Jesus Chavez, and you can go to my blog, which is Jesus-Chavez.ws, and you can connect with me right there. Send me a friend request, send me a message. Hey, you know what? I saw your hangout. I want to learn more. If you're in my page, hey, you can click around. Put on the comments if you want something else that we can teach you. If you want to learn more, put it in the comments. I read the comments every day, and I can see what you're wanting to learn, what you want us to talk about. If you have an idea of a topic, let us know. We're here to do that for you. We're here to serve you. So for right now, I'm going to pass it back to Jose. That way he can give a little bit more of his information, where you can contact him, how you can contact him, and I'll be relaying that information also to you guys. Go ahead, brother.
It's the same thing, you can just hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Skype. My Skype is BIM7 Garcia. And yeah, if they have any questions, they can just contact me. Like you said, we're going to serve them, we'll get out. And looking forward to tomorrow and hopefully being on the actual hangout. Not just over the phone. So yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for everything.
And we're here to help anytime. And I'm happy that you were able to at least be here on this conference via phone. I appreciate you. I love you as a brother, and you guys know that. Same to you, Andres. We're here to help. I'm here to serve, and whatever you guys need, So now, go ahead, Andres. Oh, go.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Do you have anything else, Jose?
Yeah, that's it, man. Just that.
What was your Skype, Frank? Because I was a little muffled. Can you just say letter per letter?
Yeah, it's BIM. There's a boy, I have an Ida, another Mary, Brandon Garcia. And then my Facebook, they could just go to Garcia.com, and it'll pop up there. I really want to get that name, so just.
Okay, so it's B as in boy, I as in Indian, M as in Mary, 7 Garcia for your Skype.
The number 7 and then Garcia. Well, it's just you can just be Facebook, it would just be Garcia.facebook.com, and my Facebook page will pop up.
Okay, so if you guys can contact Jose, if you don't if you want to see how Jose looks, okay, you can contact him on GarciaFacebook.com, or you can look at some of our previous hangouts and you'll see his face there, and you can connect with them. That way sometimes you can put the face to the voice, and you'll see who you'll be working with and who's going to be mentoring you and who's going to be guiding you. So go ahead, Andres.
Definitely. I wanted to add one last thing is get clarity. Remember, you are more powerful than you know. So think big. Think really big. Do not limit yourself to thinking small. Oh, I just would like to travel to the other side of the island where I live. No, you want to travel the world, go travel the world. Think big. You have the power to think big and to take charge, all right? Be bold, be courageous. Okay? So you can find me at my blog. It's building a brand online / self-mastery, or in Spanish is ayudándote a ser libre.com. That's me signing out. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.
One other thing that I'm gonna add to what you just said, I just love what you just said, Andres, that you're saying to be clear. Be clear of what you want. Okay. So one of the biggest thing is a lot of people want to make a lot of money, well, or make more money. Like one of our mentors said, I can give you a dollar, $5. That's more money than what you've had. Be clear of what you want. If you want to make 5,000, why do you want to make 5,000? Because that's going to cover your bills. That's going to cover your expenses. And all you need is 3,000 to cover all your monthly bills and 2,000 to travel. Be clear in what you want. Why do you want those 5,000? Why do you want those 10,000? Because if you just say, I want to make 5,000, and then the next month I want to make 2,000, well, that ain't gonna work. Okay, be clear and be consistent of what you want. If you want 5,000 every month, be clear why you want that money. Because you're gonna pay your bills, you're gonna pay your kids' tuition, and you're gonna have extra money to buy groceries if that's what you need, or to travel, or to open a savings account for your kids for when they go to college, if that's what you want them to do. You got to start with you. Be clear on what you want. Write it down. Read it every day, and you know the world is the world is yours. Okay, and have passion towards it. That's all I have. Again, my blog is jesus-chavez.ws. You can find me on Facebook, Jesus Chavez. I'm actually going to try to see if I change the picture that I have on here to that way it coordinates with the picture that I have on Facebook. That way you see the same pictures when you guys are looking for us. So that's all I have. It was a pleasure being here. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be on the same channel. So love you guys. Love you people. And we're here to serve. Have a good night.